Hello and welcome back to yet another Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 episode. And... what the fuck? Oh yeah, we are here in Sugdal. Well, is everyone here? Full cock? Well... I guess he's pulling a cock of somebody.
Grüß Gott.
How's it going?
Sehr interessant.
What of it?
Zum Glück nicht. If you're looking for einen Pfuschen,
I'd like to learn
also gut.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergov?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle. We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
Okay. Do I just fuck around for a day or what? Well, I guess so. Do I even remember how to get to my bed? Alright, I think I do. Yep. Oh.
Nice work! Nice work indeed. You saved the peasants but sent your own men to the slaughter. You like to keep your hands clean, but war is a nasty business. So who are you going to sacrifice for your conscience next? Your little Jew brother? Cape on? Yourself? You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose. You learned nothing. You understood nothing. And yet I tried so hard. And yet we share the same fate. No! My family was slain too, by the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
No, it's still like early, so I guess I should just go back to sleep after this terrible nightmare. So, what are we waiting for in here? Alright.
My respect. Excuse me.
My respect, excuse me. Hello, Zizka.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him.
Welcome to Sukdol, Lord von Bergov. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks. He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Hold your horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastards, the more my fists itch.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
He's right. Apart from von Aulitz, he's Sigismund's closest man. He knows everything about him and his plans. We should try it the peaceful way first.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotsnov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
A wise decision, sir.
But suspicious. Why the sudden change of heart?
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling. So the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mint master, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
By Christ. It's worth a try.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And too easy. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
What about Ulrich Vavak? If we threaten him a little, he might help us.
Most importantly, he's got the Mintmaster's key. You'll need it to get to the silver. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that sycophant of Sigismund's.
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead, Lord Pisek?
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly!
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck. Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the leg?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our...
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right. Let's say we get inside with the legate.
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squeaking...
May God look the...
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside. Prepare the ground for digging and...
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over.
What if the legate...
Well, we can always beat him up. Like, God would.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for any...
Nobody's asking you to. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in.
All right.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze...
Most importantly...
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Rutgard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Rutgard Palace. You want Rutgard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you. And no dawdling. You should be on...
That's that then.
All right.
It looks like the two of us will be...
I can hardly wait.
Aren't you looking forward to...
When they captured Pa...
Did they do anything?
No, I wasn't harmed. But before they took me away, they ransacked. It's likely Vavak took our home for himself.
You can try. When we...
I hope so.
How do we even get in...
Like I said, through...
Well, I suppose by now I ought to know you don't have back doors here. Just...
You are in mining country, you know.
How will I find the entrance this time? From the...
No, I'll guide you this time. It's just below the walls. You only need to know...
Are you ready to go?
There's no point in...
All right.
Let's go.
Well,
I hope I can
here we
get
are.
through Rosa's back door.
I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows...
I'll be with you.
Ah, my hero. But since I...
Well, true, I guess.
Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
Well, be careful not to fall into the water. Those servants might think there's a water sprite crawling out of their cellar.
Most of them have known me since I was a little girl, and they're not easily frightened. Do you have any idea how many times they had to wash, dress and groom me to make me presentable to my father. I mean, when I was little, of course.
I kinda hate that they don't let us look around when we have the follow.
Oof, startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, we got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Berghoff. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry, I was a silly goose to bring it up.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
I hope you don't expect me to carry you.
I most certainly do. Unless you want to prove to me that you really are an uncouth village oaf after all.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. What's the hurry? This is not how one carries a lady, you barbarian.
Maybe not in Kuttenberg, but it's how we did it in Skalitz.
But it's not very comfortable.
Ah, just grin and bear it, my lady. We're almost there.
Oof, I don't think you'd be welcome at a royal court. But I am dry, so I thank you.
Oh, Sakra! I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
Oh, so I'm supposed to slaughter them? Just like that?
Yes, that scum has no right to defile this place with their presence. It's our home, our property.
Which means they deserve to die?
If we want to be sure they won't give us away, we've no choice.
My. How quickly Lady Rosa can change her mind. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs and the villagers at Malashov, eh?
But this is our home, our property. They have no right.
You're right. We have to get rid of them. But maybe I'll go and see who they are and what to do.
Wait a moment. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up. I bet that riffraff didn't. If I climb up there, I can...
If you say so.
All right. Now turn around so you can't...
All right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
Oi! Where do you think you're going?
You're trespassing. This place belongs to the House of Ruthard.
You're wrong, friend. The Rutards have finished in this town. We own the place now.
What are you gonna do about it, fucker?
You're a dead man!
Sacra. Rosa? Should you... Rosa!
I'll rip your arms open!
Alright, well, I guess I got to kill them.
Bad luck! Do it! Ha!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
I'm all yours.
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
I'll show you.
Oh, what a mess.
Show your stuff.
Oh, by the way, there's an achievement for killing the enemies with every type of weapon. I guess I should grab a shitty axe, like a shitty club, and then, like, you know, kill them with. Yep, exactly. Oh yeah, I guess we do have that, so I didn't need the reinforced bludgeon. They are very weak enemies, so...
If you open it yourself. What's that sound? Hmm? You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Too slow! No, you don't!
There we go. And we can get rid of that. Oh yeah, I should poison more bolts. Where are the poisons? In food at the very bottom? Yeah. Oh, so it didn't poison them? What the fuck? Oh, so I can poison more things then, I guess. I can poison the hammer? Sure, yeah, that sounds good, honestly. I like the idea of a poisoned hammer.
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in.
It's over.
You can come in now.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. There was my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. It's all gone.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court, and God forbid you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
If our plan succeeds and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
I won't let you go away. Even if I have to fight with your father, Zizka, and the devil.
Is that so?
I'll even tell Sigismund. Run back to Hungary. This girl is staying here.
That all sounds very nice, but there's nothing left here anyway. We've lost everything.
Let's go. We get to romance Rosa.
You'll be all right.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this.
Oh, it seems you know how a lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non le moro. Forward, Sir Knight.
Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Zizka and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look.
Oh no, it actually undressed me. Ah, fuck you, game. Oh yeah, where's the belt? Here. And where's the dagger? Here. Alright, looks good. Oh yeah, a torch. And now it's good.
You know about yesterday evening?
Where's my sex buff?
What about it?
I thought maybe you want to talk about it.
Do you think there's anything to talk about?
Well, what's next for us?
Nothing, most likely. I'm Lord Routard's daughter. Our name still means a lot, despite all the trouble we're in. When my pa is free and an opportunity presents itself, I'll have to get married.
Has your father already picked a groom for you?
Not yet, but I know how it goes. If I'm lucky, I'll marry a young nobleman and soon bear him a bunch of children. And if I'm really lucky, they'll find me some old man who will drop dead before we even leave the church.
I'll marry you then.
What?
If we can free your father, I could ask him for your hand in marriage, even under threat that he'll go back under lock and key if he refuses.
I don't think he'd allow it either way. Lord Routard's daughter, and the bastard son of the Lord of Skalitz, who was driven out of his estate by Sigismund himself. That's not going to happen. Although, our plan may very well fail, and no one might survive. Why throw something nice away prematurely? You know, carpe diem et memento mori.
Well, if that's how you feel.
Bitch. I'm gonna make you mine, even if I have to kill your dad for it. Well, guess you're all already here. Oh, Zishka's outside.
Morning, Kamoshko.
Good morning, Janos. Sleep well?
I sleep like baby. Shit myself and wake up screaming.
Wonderful, bro. I'm happy for you.
I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We have to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
I'm lucky she was here with me. That shot fella in the courtyard, her handiwork.
Really? Nice shot. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mintmaster's key.
Alright. So into there. All right. Well, I guess that's comfy. Let's save and try to sneak in.
Not a soul around. Very odd.
What the? Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
I'm the one asking questions. What are you doing here?
I'm dealing with some trouble.
So I see.
In case you hadn't noticed, the lord of the house isn't here. He took to the hills.
What? When?
Only a few days ago. He took the coin from his little secret operation, packed up quietly in the night, and went, God knows.
Has no one been looking for him?
No. He'd occasionally be gone from the Italian court for weeks on end. What's a few days compared to that?
What are you actually looking for here?
Vivac's papers, especially ones with my name on them. I can't have people from the court finding evidence of my connection to the secret enterprise.
Did Vivac take the Mint Master's key with him?
Well, if he had any sense left, he'd leave it here.
Why's that?
No one will be looking for the coin from the secret enterprise. But if it turned out Vivac had disappeared with the treasury key, the whole court would be after him. Unfortunately, Vivac isn't that stupid.
What's to be done? Damn it. I wanted to. The question is...
Excuse me. I took a big risk to help you last time, and you don't...
Only this time the risk is even bigger.
Risk, you say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. And talk to me then. It can't hurt to try.
All right. But your life depends on nobody finding...
Ah, don't worry. My life was at stake last time, and we're both still here.
I hope so. Me and a few others want to rob the treasury in the...
What? My word! I was bracing myself for anything, but this? Have you lost your mind?
Calm down, for God's sake. I know how it sounds, but we've got a good reason. We just need a little help getting inside. That's...
I hardly think the dirt we have on him would be enough to make Vivac do something as crazy as that. Well, it's true. I owe you. But this is a bloody dangerous business.
Think about it. Vavac's gone, and if we succeed, Sigismund won't have any coin to pay his army. He'll go back to Hungary without appointing a new mint master. That will be your chance.
I can't deny it. You know how to sweet-talk a fellow. All right? Let's say I'll help you. But there's one thing we have to be clear about. If it all goes wrong and the slightest shadow of suspicion falls on me, I'll spill the beans about the secret mint. And I'll blame it all on you. You know a lot, and you'll happily confess in the torture chamber.
Well...
I'm glad we understand each other.
We'll get into the church council meeting.
The legates!
We'll make it nice and clear to the Cardinal that he'd be wise to come... And while he's gabbing on in the meeting, we'll...
For Christ's sake! Do you really think nobody will recognize you?
Most people here have never even heard Italian anyway.
Except Giuseppe, our captain of the guard. He's as Italian as Terzarima. And for weeks, he's been going on about nothing else but having the...
In any case, it'd be wise to have someone at the meeting who can make sure the legate doesn't do anything stupid. We'll be keeping an eye on him, of course, but it'd be better, and that would be your job.
Well, how can I put it? If you manage to get to Cardinal Pozzo and persuade him to help you, take you with him to the Italian court, not give anything away, and lastly, make it through the entire council without shitting himself, I'll walk barefoot to Rome myself.
Yeah, very droll. So will you help us or not?
I can turn a blind eye to someone sneaking around the courtyard, or reassure anyone at the council who notices something is off. But don't expect anything more. And what will your lot do in the meantime?
Some of them will dig a tunnel into the court cellars from outside. That's how we'll get the silver out.
Clever. There's a whole labyrinth under the Italian court. And after that?
We'll free all the
I couldn't help you with that even if I wanted to. And I'd advise you to give up on that. Anything else?
That's all you need to know.
Very well then.
Now I just need to find Vavac's key.
No, the only thing I found Vivac left is this letter. And Henry, don't forget, I'll help you. But I can't...
Count on me.
Save the thanks and let me...
Alright. Oh, I can't see shit. Hold on.
Hermes Trismegistos. Who the hell is that?
Well, that doesn't tell me much. Oh, I guess it's in the sheeter.
Wine, bacon, lard, 5 dozen eggs. That's not it.
Yeah.
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak, wherever you are.
Why is it so low charisma? I guess because it's like dirty or something, right? Or because I have no idea why one would give me more than the other. Yeah, that's a little weird. But sure. Wait, what? That decreases my noise? Oh, but it increases the conspicuousness by quite a lot. But the visibility would be super low. Oh, I guess I don't have my, like, shirt. Huh. Well, that is a little weird. Huh. Well. But alright, I guess we can end the episode here. So as always, thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.